get to maybe even 3 points and leap kind of early on, just make sure she doesn't die to Mu. And you know, to your point, Mu, I think recently hasn't played as much Bat Ride as he did a lot in the past. They're going to go for End on the bottom lane, though. Body blocking him up very well. Is this actually going to be a kill? They have a fissure, and it's going to connect. They got him.
All right, Earthshaker in this patch, it's working. Apparently Kaka knows what he needs to do. I was with you. I honestly, I didn't believe that Earthshaker is that great of a hero. We've seen it run a couple of times by Escape Gaming, but I mean, Kaka making this hero work, it's still incredibly strong what it can do in these early stages.
Newbee running this offensively are going to have maybe
chasing. DDC is over there as well. They're going to end up TPing in a couple of heroes, so this is going to end up bringing 3 down. The glimpse away. Mikasa's now no longer with them, and they might be able to take this fight. Fissure ends up being able to hit onto 2. They do have an Echo Stomp if they want to throw it. DDC dropping low, and he is going to die. And I think Kaka can just walk out. They are just running circles around him.
And they hit the Echo Stomp, but they didn't actually see the Earthshaker where it was. Oh, now Mu's coming in. He's got level 6, and they're going to try to take down this Slark, who's still not level 6, in the net now, and he's probably going to fall to the Bat Rider Disruptor combo. In the meantime, FY getting chased down by Hao. Oh my, 0 for 5 Newbee. I mean, do they even need a Naga Siren? I don't think they do. Repick into something else at this point, and Newbee still are going to have... Yeah, I don't know if they can really bank on that completely. They will need this Elder Titan to at least get level 6. They also need him not to die right now. He's going to get pulled in behind the field, so you can't even get reinforcements. They're going to jump in with Yang, 2-man Chrono, but FY's still roasting. They'll take down the Elder Titan, and Kaka, at least taking a lot of damage from Slark on the high ground. He'll actually get some space, but not quite enough. It's a 1-for-1 trade, but... Oh, Mu?
He's invisible. It's fine. If that was any other rune, he would be dead right now, but... is able to survive through it. And yeah, it's getting a little bit nuts because, again, there's just been no real great response. I've been taking a look at the CS, but more importantly...
Which one? Hit with an arrow. There's a Spirit seeing everyone, but Yang's going to get fissured on the incoming. And he's going to actually time walk away his Chronosphere mana. Mikasa now glimpsed away from Mu. What a nice guy, but now Yang gets a 2-man Chronosphere. Where's the payoff? There it is, but the song from KP. This is why they picked Naga Siren, at least one of the reasons why. So that Newbee can just walk away from that. They still lose their Lifestealer, but they're able to nullify really the rest of that Chronosphere. For Newbee, that was, yeah, not exactly the cleanest fight. Glimpse and Lasso, not really sure what that was about, but they're able to waste the majority of VG.R's assets, and Newbee can still fight afterwards if they really want to fight over this tower once Lifestealer comes back up.
I'm sort of debating now the Mu Blink Dagger pickup. I'm feeling like it could have been better to go back for the drums. The fact that DDC already has his level 6 up means that he can't find that initial pickoff anymore, and it really does cause a problem that they don't have that burst damage that they would need to be able to find kills. Mikasa is going to be glimpsed back, looking for the fissure, and not quite enough damage. The Echo Slam! Alright, he ends up being able to get that one, and it's a nice little pickup for them to finish him off.
We can see the Echo Stomp just absolutely wrecked Chuan and Kaka.
He doesn't have his song. He needs to get out of here. Oh, in a lot of trouble. They went down. I think he might be able to escape. All right, Fortune's End. The rest of the side of Newbee is going to be here and try and keep him alive. They're going to TP in now, and oh, he walked into it. All right, maybe going to be able to kill off KP. That's a really big one. And I think with that, though, they might have overstepped their bounds slightly. They're going to be able to pull back Yang. They do get the false promise rather often. Mikasa should still die here, so they'll get one, but probably not more than that, I don't think. Well, DDC, he's in some trouble. Meanwhile, actually over on the other side, it looks like Faceless Void was able to take out Chuan. So a 2-for-1 exchange. It's starting to look, though, like Vici Gaming Reborn are realizing what's going to happen to them, and they're reacting. You look at the item build right now for Faceless Void, he already has a Battle Fury. So he is going to be able to damage that they deal as long as they don't get initiated upon. So you're seeing this gank come through, and if they end up being able to find the lifesteal here, Hao is going to be in a ton of trouble, and that's going to be the Chronosphere dropped. They have the arrow follow-up, going to end up throwing it out there, and the leap midair getting caught out, that's a kill. Meanwhile, Oracle jumped upon. Kaka is here as well. They throw out the fissure. DDC in a little bit of trouble, and he ends up popping his ultimate. Gonna try and get out of there, but I'm pretty sure that it's curtains for him. They go out for the flame break, and that's gonna find the kill.
He actually didn't die immediately. That's kind of surprising. They'll try to go for Yang, but the Static Storm is slightly off point. He just blinks out of there. Now End's gonna jump in, misses completely. Yang is actually all alone. He needs a time walk out of here. He's gonna get a lot of health back. And now End and Mikasa are gonna push forward. They grab the Naga Siren, killed Kaka also. Caught with the pounce. The double kill for the Mirana, and Newbee again. Seems like they're not really all on the same page. They burn everything for a Faceless Void, but he's level 14, 20 minutes in the game. That is not an easy kill, and you know that if you fail to get that kill, you will just not kill him afterwards. And now Mu's doing something up here. He should probably leave. He's going to force Mikasa back. He's going to leap over the trees, glimpse right back. Looks like the Mirana again is going to be left for dead, so they get something here at least. But Newbee are just not fighting well in this game.
You know, this to me right here, as I'm looking at it, it was another great play. Yang was able to blink out because he got caught in the... Certainly, Vici and Reborn have been playing more officials, having to go through the qualifiers themselves, but they're not looking as good as they have previously. And I mean, if they're not careful, they could end up losing it here. Bottom lane, Kaka in a lot of trouble. He do end up getting brought down, and they're not even going to be able to kill off this Faceless Void, I don't think. Well, maybe. All right, Static Storm dropped down. They do end up catching him, and that's going to be enough. So he's going to fall now. The glimpse was good enough, and DDC is going to get dropped as well.
Man, that was incredibly close. I think he was out of the field, but still in Static Storm range. Otherwise, I don't think they actually have enough to get that kill, and they have to face up against a Chronosphere, which would have been 3-man. That was very, very close. Probably too close to comfort from Newbee. It is VG.R. fighting off this time a little bit more than they can shoot. Travels these fights if they do indeed want to take them at all. I feel like this right now has to be a game much more built around Mu and Hao finding kills while KP just farms and pushes out the waves. But that being said, Kaka maybe in a little bit of trouble, does turn it around, and maybe going to be able to kill off two here. Mikasa and Yang dropping low. Can they find this kill? The Radiant Burn, it's not quite there. Yang is going to get glimpsed back, and this might be enough to finish him off. They drop the Chronosphere, ends up being able to get the False Promise. That's FY controlled for the moment. I think Yang is going to actually survive from this one, and no, he ends up dropping. There wasn't enough heals. 4 dead. Just as I'm talking about Newbee, they end up being able to destroy, and a triple for Mu. Exceptionally well played. VG.R. still trying to go for these cheesy kills and still disrespecting this glimpse on Disruptor, and part of this is wants in those fights. I do feel like it's mostly the Disruptor doing his job, slightly better than the Batrider is doing his, but now they're looking for End on the bottom lane. The Slark kill. I don't think they can do it. They're gonna drop Static Storm, but he's Shadow Dancing already. Travel's coming in. Mu's here with Lifestealer. Suddenly 4 heroes are here for End. They'll grab him. Now they know that FY is also in the area. Glimpse back. And VG.R. are bleeding heroes at this point. Newbee suddenly showing up, and VG.R. are now the ones to be careless, like what DDC is doing right now. They probably try to leave. They're gonna not get the lasso. See the Mirana teleporting in, but still Newbee. They get 2 free kills, including a rather ambitious one on the Slark.
That was so absurd, and the fact that they've got these travels and can consistently go for these kills just goes to... Yang is going to move in and try and take down this tower. They do end up being able to get it, but it does not feel like they are going to be able to really make any significant progress with this. Oh, glimpse back into the Static Storm. Yang going to be controlled, brought down, killed. Oh, and they got DDC as well. They were able to jump forward. He wanted to go for the False Promise, but ends up getting it interrupted, and Echo slammed solo. He's still going to end up falling here. No way to stop it. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, a little bit more. KP is now caught FY. Everybody from Vici Gaming Reborn is just being destroyed. He does get a lift up there with the Yule Scepter, but body blocks from the Naga Siren Illusions. But more importantly, one right click from Hao. They find the kill. 10-24, and Newbee has not looked back.
Faceless Void had BKB. That was the easiest push I've ever seen in the game of Dota. They just walk in. Now they grab Yang. There's no false promise here. Kaka's going to throw out Phaser, catching DDC, but it's not going to be in time. They do get the false promise off in time. Now they're actually able to cast some spells. Finally, they're going to try to go for Kaka. KP going to start singing. Yang's going to drop a Chronosphere. It's going to only catch his ally spell. Meantime, the song is going to keep them locked down while the rest of the Newbee heroes push the rest of VG.R. forward into their own base. And now the Static Storm drops onto Yang. KP is doing so much damage at this point with the amount of farm he has. End's finally going to pop his BKB, but this might be too late. They've already lost Yang. They're going to lose End. They're going to lose the game. And Newbee, the one time VG.R. get a team fight to go kind of their way, and it's after losing 2 sets of Raxes, and it's still not good enough.
My God, Newbee are so strong. And you look at this, like at the net worth graph, at that 20-minute mark, the 22-minute mark roughly, it was a